I'm back. I'm not just back. I'm back for another Dear Roma series. You guys loved it so much, and honestly, I enjoyed it too. If you haven't checked it out, go to my channel. It's one of my recent videos. It's titled Dear Roma. Someone was asking me about being a sociopath. That was wild. You definitely have to check it out. But anyways, I'm back for part 2. I have 4 letters to read to you guys, and if you guys want to be able to reach out to me, if you want me to read your questions, if you need some advice, here's the email right here. I want you to send it here. And bonus, if you're my Patreon, your letter will actually get picked first before anybody else. So make sure you join me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/RomaArmy. And before I start, this upcoming Sunday, it's Friday right now, this upcoming Sunday in just 2 days, I'll be on the Whatever podcast. So you better watch live. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right on into this. The first one says, "Hi Roma, please call me Guts." Okay, I like your name. I've been struggling with this for a few years now, and it hasn't gotten any better. My now ex and I lost our daughter in the NICU an hour after she was born premature and with a collapsed lung. For that hour, I felt like a father, and then I didn't. I still don't. My current girlfriend, since we've been together, has wished me Happy Father's Day from her and her 2-year-old, and I appreciate her for it, and it always makes me choke up. But I feel like an imposter, like I'm not supposed to be wished a Happy Father's Day. I feel guilty, and I always get depressed. It's been 5 years. Well, I just want to say, number one, I'm incredibly sorry for your loss. There's no greater loss in this world than losing a child. And I don't talk about this really ever, but I lost a child about 4 years ago now. And to be honest, when I got pregnant with my now son, Rain, I felt so guilty. Like I felt like I didn't deserve to be a mom. I didn't deserve to be excited about this pregnancy because I'd lost a previous one. So in a way, I can 100% relate to you. And I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh, you don't have to feel guilty, it's okay. Because obviously you know that you shouldn't logically feel guilty, but you do because there's been a loss. So I just want to acknowledge that. But what I want to say to you is that what actually ended up helping me was I wrote a letter. So I had a sonogram picture and I wrote a letter to the baby that I had lost and just kind of talked about my feelings and opened up and expressed that I missed my baby. And then I burned the letter. And that was extremely, extremely helpful for me. It just gave me a little bit of closure, and I was able to kind of just give myself permission to move on. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is losses. Like, I'm a veteran of loss. I have lost so many friends. I've been adopted 3 times. Like, I've lost families. My best friend died. I've lost a child. I know loss very well. And it changes you. But the thing about loss is that you have to give it a little bit of time, and then you have to physically give yourself permission to move on, and not move on in a way where you're not appreciating their memory, or, you know, the word move on is a little bit hard because it comes with this condemnation, like it just doesn't bother you and like that thing doesn't exist anymore. And that will never be the case here. But what it means is that you can move on with your life and not have it hold you back. So my heart goes out to you, and I'm extremely sorry for your loss, and I want to hear back from you. Please let me know if you did this and how it helped you. All right, the second one here is from Ken. It says, "Dear Roma, I first wanted to say thank you for what you do. I have been watching your videos and shorts for a while now, and you add so much good to the world. I really hope you do a podcast with Emily King and the Dadvocate. You 3 are the greatest MRAs in the world." Thank you. I really want to do one with them. This is probably a ridiculous ask, but do you have some sort of advice for someone who's lacking in self-confidence? I'm a bigger guy, and while I'm working on losing weight because I'm tired of looking and feeling like this, I also don't have the confidence in myself as a person. Do you have any advice or suggestions? I would appreciate it. Totally. I got you, because that's where I am in my life right now, where it's like, you know, I know I'm a good person. I know that I've, you know, got certain things going on. But I gained like a little bit of weight too. And especially being a public figure, like everybody keeps asking me if I'm pregnant. So it doesn't really help on the confidence level. But at the end of the day, what helps my confidence is tracking the progress. When you see that you're losing weight, when and you see that you're eating healthy, you're making good choices, you're walking every day, that gives you just this natural boost. You have to talk yourself into it. You have to have those conversations with yourself. Or if you have like a close friend or a close family member, talk to them, because like they'll hype you up. Tell them, I need a reminder, I'm doing a good job. Like, people in our lives, if they're good people, which most people we surround ourselves with are usually good people, they have no problem being there for you and giving you that little boost of confidence that you need. And I'm really proud of you. Keep going on your journey. Don't give up. And I'm on this same journey with you. Third one is, my girlfriend of a few years broke up with me and kicked me out over not being the same person she fell in love with. After I started going to therapy, she thought I was this perfect guy until we moved in together a few months ago, and she saw the weaker sides of me. It felt like in a relationship I was being punished for making mistakes when it comes to my mental health, and even though I've spent the last year trying to better myself for the sake of both me and our relationship, that wasn't enough. A guy almost hit us with his car, and I smacked his car in anger. He got out and started yelling and cussing at me, and I started doing the same. That was enough for my girlfriend to kick me out that night. Oh my God. She broke up with me the next day, saying that I wasn't the same person she fell in love with. That cuts so deep because I've been trying so hard to work on myself for the sake of our relationship. I feel like she never actually loved me. She loved this person she made up in her head, and I gave her everything so she could throw it all away. So now I'm broken, homeless, and afraid to trust anyone ever again. I'm considering leaving the city I currently live in, but I also don't know where to go. Once my job finds out I'm homeless, I'm worried that the choice will be made for me. It's hard to see the positives when everything is crumbling around me. God damn. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry that you got tied up with that wicked witch of the West. I'm glad that she's out of your life. I'm extremely sorry that you don't have a place to go right now. Do you have like a friend's house to crash on? Are you sleeping in your car? Like, where are your accommodations? I totally also understand you being worried about your work finding out if you're homeless, but you just got to really do your best to just keep that to yourself. Don't make it seem like anything has changed, because obviously you need that job. I understand wanting to leave the city as well, but if I could be honest, I think it's because the city is a negative reminder for you right now, and staying in it just seems depressing. But I promise you that if you leave and go to another city without some money to do so or a job set up, you're gonna be in an even worse place where you're gonna be hating your life. At least here you have a stable job, you have a familiar city, and you have people around you that you know. So I really would encourage you, I need you to get back on your feet first. If you want to leave the city after, fucking go for it. Fuck people if you don't want to be there anymore, because that's a bad reminder. Fuck everybody. But I want you to be safe, and I want you to be doing it with a solid plan. So with that being said, when it comes to your girlfriend, it does sound like she made this picture up in her head of who you were, and then when you didn't live up to that expectation, she just tossed you aside, which is completely unfair. But at the end of the day, it says a hell of a lot more about her character than it does yours. Like, if I broke up with my fiance every time he yelled at somebody in traffic, we wouldn't have made it past like the first week, right? The fact that you're working on yourself is enough, and you don't need to think past that and think, oh, well, I'm not doing enough and my mental health isn't good enough. Like, this is your life, it's your journey. When you lay down in your casket at the end of your life, it's just gonna be you in there. So don't be worried, and don't allow somebody to make you feel like you're not doing enough when you're doing the best you can. And I'm very proud of you, so keep it up, and please keep me up to date. This is the last one we've got here. It says, hi Roma, so I watched your content for about 2 years now, and I'm a 32-year-old male. I'd never had a relationship that lasts more than 6 months. I had one love, but she moved on and found her soulmate, and I support her. But ever since then, I feel like I'm just not worth the time. I have no future. I'm a blue-collar man, no assets. Only skill I had was being a strong mule. Now I became sick with vertigo, possible heart conditions. I was a hard addict for 13 years, and I feel like I'm a constant nuisance to my family. I can barely afford anything. My mother and father still take care of me. All I want is to stop hearing 20 other me's screaming at myself in silence, telling myself I'm useless. I have no purpose, and the world would be a better place if I wasn't a constant burden in my family's life. I'm too sick to get in better shape. Even if I was in shape, my education is a joke, so I may be good looking, but would be a bore, no goals, no hope, because how can I make a future for myself when all I can see is pain and a tombstone? I'm my own worst enemy, and I'm alone. I'm just tired of feeling like this from the moment I wake up to my sleepless nights. Damn, man. It sounds like you're severely depressed. I have spent many, many nights feeling like this, feeling worthless, feeling useless, feeling like the world would be better off without me, feeling like my kids would genuinely be better off without me. And I attempted suicide. I've had 3 serious suicide attempts. One of them landed me in the ICU in 2020. I'm very lucky to be here. What I need to tell you is self-talk matters. What you say to yourself really, really matters. And I know that when you have a dark voice in your head just yelling worthless shit at you all the time, it's extremely hard. But you have to make a conscious choice. When your brain is telling you that you're worthless, that you're nothing, that you have no future, you need to literally be like, no, I don't. And you need to list off all of the accomplishments, all the things you're proud of, all the things you've done in your life that has been overcoming, all the negative shit you've overcome. You have to do that because it really starts with how we treat ourselves. Like I used to say, nobody can be meaner to me than I am to myself. And that was extremely true. And so it's these little steps. It's consciously doing things that you know will make you happy, even if it's like a walk by the lake at the end of the night, or munching out on your favorite snack, or watching your TV show, but doing those things of conscious mind, saying, I know I'm doing this right now because it's gonna make me feel better. You have to kind of trick your way out of it because your brain lies to you, especially when you're depressed. Your brain is fucking lying to you and it's trying to drag you down deeper. And I understand it firsthand. I think the fact that you're writing to me shows that you don't want to just give in to those dark thoughts. You don't want to just, end your life today. You're seeking some help and you're looking for some advice. So that alone is an accomplishment because you haven't given up on yourself and those voices haven't won yet. When it comes to not having a relationship, that can definitely be tough, but that just takes time. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you need to go on a dating site, because I don't believe in dating sites. I think you just need to wait, but a good relationship will come to you when you start to treat yourself better. And I wholeheartedly believe that because I saw that for myself. The vertigo, that's very uncontrollable. There's nothing you can really do about that except maybe research how the symptoms could subside. Even getting a grant to go to school, like a student loan, and go get a new education. It's not too late. And I doubt that you're a nuisance on your family. You probably feel like you are, but if you were no longer here anymore, I know that they would be like, I would have done anything to keep him here. So just don't let your brain continue to lie to you, and keep checking in with me. I want to make sure that you're doing okay. And anybody else that's feeling depressed and just kind of overtaken by dark thoughts, I'm just here to remind you that you're here for a reason. Whether you believe that or not, you can take it one of 2 ways: that you have a purpose, or you can create your purpose. You have life left to live, and a lot of it, and you need to start enjoying the everyday moments because you're robbing yourself of a life, and we only have one. It sounds so corny, but it's just so true. We only have one. So anything I can do to help get you out of that dark place, let me know. But until next time, I want to hear more from you guys. Remember, if you're subscribed to my Patreon, then you are a first come, first serve. I will pick your letter before I pick anybody else's. And I just really appreciate you guys taking the time to write to me, allowing me to give you some advice, allowing me to laugh, think, reach into my own heart, remember some of my own traumas. It's all a gift to be able to share these moments with you guys. So thank you so much. This is where you can email me right here. If you want to send me your story, you don't want to be a Patreon, that's perfectly fine. I will hear from you guys soon. Thank you. And you better tune in to the Whatever podcast on Sunday, July 20th.